hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're on to lesson 12, and we're going to make a victory condition and a victory screen. So the first thing we want to do here is go over to our projects scenes, double click on your game over. I'm going to go ahead and hit Control D to duplicate it, and then I want to make sure I'm on game over 1. I'm going to press F2, and I'm going to call it You Win. Capital Y, capital U. Then I'm going to double click on it to make sure it shows You Win over here. We're going to change some things around. Remember before we made it kind of dark, so we're going to make it lighter this time. Light. Yeah, we're probably just going to have to go with white on that. It's not going to get much brighter than that. And then we're going to go to our BGM. We're going to speed it up. Last time it was 0.6. Remember, faster is usually a little happier. Put it at 1.35 and see what that looks like. And then the game over text, we're going to change to You Win Everything, or whatever you'd like. By the way, you might notice that rather than changing these individual numbers, you'll often see this scaling. And the way you do that is you left click on the word, for example, font size, or right next to the number. And if you hold left click and hold left or right, it's going to scale it. So we're going to put You Win Everything, and I'm going to make it yellow because that looks happier. Okay, You Win Everything. So I'm going to hit Control S, I'm going to press play. Okay, and that sounds a little happier. It sounds a little more celebratory. So remember, every time we have a new scene, if we want to use any scene management code or we want to actually put it in the game when we build it in the end, we have to go to File, Build Settings, and then I'm going to add Open Scene. Can I delete this? Yes, okay. And now we have our You Win scene there. So that's all well and good. I'm going to go back to level 1. Now we need to make a win condition, and in this course we're going to make it if you collect the coins you're going to win. So we need a couple things to do that. First, we need to know how many coins we need to collect, and secondly we need to know when we've collected that number of coins. So I'm going to go to Project, Scripts, and I'm going to go to our script object script and open it. So right now we only have public and coins. I'm going to make another one. We're going to make public int coins needed to win. And then on our void update method, we're going to create one void update. I'm going to say if coins, so if the number of coins we have is greater than or equal to, coins needed to win. So if the number of coins we currently have are more than the coins that are needed to win, or if they're equal to it, then we're going to say, first we need to go up here, using Unity engine dot scene management, so that we can now use our scene keywords. We're going to say scene manager dot load scene, and we could make it victory, which would be fine, but maybe if we put multiple levels we're going to want to go to the next level. So I'm going to add an extra string here, public string scene to load. I'm going to say load scene, scene to load. That way we can program it to go in each scene. We can make it go to level 1, level 2, level 3, level 105, and then finally to victory. It's going to increase our versatility, and remember, we like versatility. Okay, so next on our coin script, we have two ways, by the way. For this, we could say on void start, we could say coins needed to win equals 5, or coins needed to win equals whatever number you want per level, or we can have this automatically set, and that's what we're going to do today. So in our coin script, you might have to go back into Unity and open that, but open up your coin script, and I'm going to add a void start. Actually, I'm going to add a void awake. So awake is called before the first frame, before start. And I'm going to say game object dot find script object dot get component script object script dot coins needed to win plus equals 1. Oops. And this came out a scriptable object. It should be script object script. So whenever this coin starts out, every coin that starts out is going to increase your coins needed to win by 1. So if you put 5 coins in, it'll automatically set it to 5 because 5 coins will increase this value here. So with that set, I'm going to hit Control and S. I'm going to go to our Unity window. And now all of our coins, we have 5 coins here. I'm going to put them right here so they're easy to collect. So we can test this really quick. Okay, and on our script object, you'll now see that we have coins and coins needed to win. And the scene to load, I'm going to put you win, because that's where we want to go if we collect all our coins. Let me turn this down because this is going to be way too loud. Okay, so I'm going to hit play. There we go, and we win. So we now have a win condition in there, but we need to add a little something. Right now, it's nice to be able to go to the game over and the you win screen, but we have a little problem. We can never go back. So if someone were to have the actual game file for this, when you build the game, they would have to reset the game every time, and that's not fun. So let's change that. So I'm going to click on my you win screen. Now I'm going to go to Project, Scripts. I'm going to right click and make a new C# script, and I'm going to call this script Load Scene by Button Press. That is quite a long name, but remember, when you have 100 or 200 or 1,000 files later, you'll thank yourself for these really specific scripts. And again, first thing we do is we check the name here and the class here is the same. All right, so I want to make our first variable, and I'm going to call it public string scene to load, just as we did on the other one there. And in our void update method, I'm going to say if input.get button down, we're going to say jump. This is our space bar, remember that? Or also on a gamepad it works. We're going to say, so I have to go up here, using Unity engine.scene management. Going down here. Now we're going to say scene manager dot load scene parentheses scene to, I don't want these quotations, so it's scene to load. So whenever you press spacebar, it's going to load whatever scene you program it to. So I'm going to hit Control and S to save that. I'm going to go back into Unity, and let's go ahead and right click, go to create empty. We're going to name this empty. We're going to name it load scene button. And on this load scene button, I'm going to go to the inspector, add component, load scene by button press. And the scene we want to load right now is level 1. Later it's going to be title screen. And now if I press play, it goes back to level 1. And we're going to go over to our scenes, our game over scene. I'm going to make the same thing. I'm going to create empty. We're going to call it load scene button. I'm going to go to our add component here, load scene by script. I'm going to take level 1. Now, Control and S to save that, and we have a full loop, so we can go from level 1 to game over, back to level 1 to victory screen, back to game over. And remember, in scripting and games, it's all about making loops. You want everything to eventually come back to its point. So there's no place, there's no position the player can be in where they can't go back to the title screen or can't progress, because that will ruin the game. They'll have to reset it, and as consumers, as players, we're quite lazy, right? That'll annoy us and we'll quit playing the game quickly. Okay, so I think that's about all we need for today. So I will see you in the next one.